Welcome to round 3. We keep our opening hand with many lands because our control deck wants many options to play counter spells as well as our own creatures. We waited to play our own Evolving Wilds until the last possible minute, lessening the chance of information given to our opponent. And here we see some potential use of that utility at instant speed. In hindsight, perhaps a different utility spell, like Rescue, could have been more mana efficient and saved one of our creatures at instant speed. Although I like the zombie army token that we received, perhaps our deck does not have critical mass of amass enablers. Here, Flash works to our advantage, in some ways, providing pseudo-haste. War of the Spark introduced 2 black creatures with haste potential. Combined with Flash, that may have been the best correct action when choosing creatures. Our round 1 opponent used Flash creatures to great effect. Gitu Lava Runner already has a home in traditional Pauper, and I believe Burning Prophet will soon find its niche too. Its ability to scry seems quite powerful, while its additional +1 power just seems gratuitous. Here, Jumpstart helps enable us into a good potential blocker or attack. Note how both players are able to use all of their mana efficiently. Quick math suggests we look ahead to Game 2. With just 2 lands, we present a strong, aggressive opening against our opponent to disrupt the board and their hand. Again, Radical Idea allows us to draw cards with any extra lands we may find. Burglar Rat provides little more than a simple blocker with mild choice hand disruption. Grim Initiate, already in place with black spells, suggests our opponent may have a strong amass sub-theme with their deck. Kaya's Ghost Form, the black aura played on Grim Initiate, also triggering Burning Prophet, presents something new to Pauper players. It is a way to bring back something, namely our creature, from exile. At this time, we feel more confident with our field of flyers. With Lazotep Reaver, our opponent answers a question we initially held. They begin to amass an army of zombies. With Flash at instant speed, I choose to lessen the impact of the zombie token and block the Lazotep Reaver. While destroying the Grim Initiate could have been more profitable, I did not want to give our opponent an additional counter for their zombie army. But it looks like they're going to get one anyway. Now, we feel quite confident. With only 5 damage against our opponent remaining, we swing. And we prepare ourselves for Game 3. As often as I sideboard in Tattered Mummy to the main deck, I think it warrants more inclusion there, especially in the Standard Pauper environment, for as long as it remains. With Burning Prophet already in their graveyard, and Vicious Offering in our hand against Spellgorger Weird, I feel more confident. But here comes another one. And the amass synergies begin to swell. Here I use Callous Dismissal on the zombie token to remove it. Was that the correct play? Targeting the Lazotep Reaver enchanted may have provided similar profit for us. I like Skittering Heartstopper, but now believe Hired Poisoner with no activation cost on its death touch may have been the preferred choice. Having a chance to rectify an earlier decision, meaning to target the Lazotep Reaver that is enchanted, or a bigger threat that just dropped, I chose to try and trap my opponent into using as much mana as possible, knowing they're only on one mountain at the time. Were I to revisit this deck, I would certainly take more advantage of the amass mechanics available both in blue and black to strengthen our board position and even chump block. The combination of Burning Prophet and Spellgorger Weird present more of a threat than anything we've seen on board from our opponent in either game. Scorchmark presents an interesting play while also adding another counter to Spellgorger Weird. As reanimation decks may become more prevalent, that looks like a great card to play in Standard and Standard Pauper. Without haste, and even with flash, we find ourselves against a wall trying to deal 9 points of damage before our opponent can stop us. I congratulate my opponent, Terras de Além, for a hard-fought match in round 3. Well done. Please allow me to express gratitude to my friends in Brazil for inviting me on this Standard Pauper adventure. They maintain a strong and healthy relationship with this evolving metagame and its format. Equally humbling, I received an award. Earlier this spring, I was nominated and won Best New MTG Content Creator for 2018. I can't tell you how many times I almost dropped this during recording. Post-unification, Wizards of the Coast dropped a lot of new cards available to us in this format. Be sure to subscribe and leave a family-friendly comment to learn more as we begin to really explore the Pauper format. Again, I'm Dave, Pappy Pauper if you will, encouraging you to be uncommonly magical.